I would love to hand it over to our amazing spotlights. Remember, 1 minute each, and the first one is going to be Falcon Foundation and Phil Singapore. Hand it over to Clara.
Thank you, everyone, for driving all the messaging for Filecoin Singapore. I know we've been pushing it every other week in this call. It turned out to be a great success. Originally, we weren't sure how many people were going to attend. And for those that know the backstory, we had to really do a massive turnaround from shifting the date to making sure that we can drive people flying from very difficult parts of Asia to be able to come in person. And at the end, we had around 3,600 registrations, which is incredible. I think originally we had a target for 1,000. So being able to 3x that number was great. We had around 1,600 attendees over 28 site events, and then also around 1,000 online viewers. So these are really amazing numbers. There were some notable events, including the Filecoin Advisors Dinner, the Fireside Chat with Andrew Yang. Andrew actually flew to Singapore for just less than 17 hours just to speak at our event. He didn't do any other activity. We had a small meet and greet, but I think a lot of people were really shocked and impressed that he would go out there and just do something for us like that. So he landed in Singapore at 6 a.m., flew out 1 a.m. So that was really great. We also had the first ever Fill-Up VC that others can elaborate more on, but this was a really quick turnaround by everyone on the ventures and accelerators team to get over 300 investors together. We also sponsored the Speakers Lounge at Token 2049, which was a really great way for us to be able to interact with a ton of investors and speakers that were on the main stage, and also just make sure that they're aware of Filecoin. And so one thing that was definitely pertinent is if you guys look at any of the tweets related to Singapore, a lot of people are tagging Filecoin with Token 49, which is really great to be able to get that major association with a large conference. We were also in the same venue space. So a lot of people, if they didn't attend Phil Singapore, still heard about that event heading into Token 2049. And definitely the impression was they felt like Filecoin truly showed up. It's also really great stories. Like there was a organizer from Paris Blockchain Week who came up and told us that this was one of the best events that they've ever attended, and they want to use the playbook for the way that they're organizing Paris Blockchain Week. So I'm going to stop and let's keep going.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Clara. And I was there. Truly amazing how you kind of worked the event, worked the room, and got everyone together. Appreciate you. Cool. Next one is me. So I had the honor to, be part of the team that put together Phil.vc. So thanks to everyone who made this a success. That was a concentrated team effort. We had 26 teams pitching, more than 300 leading investors. So it was a true invite-only event. We had hundreds of investor and founders intros made. So our mailboxes are truly exploding. It was a smashing success. And we had trillions and trillions of capital in that room. So there'll be many more. We will build on the back of the success that we had. And again, thank you to everyone who has helped us make this a reality. Matt.
My name's Matt Hamilton. I'm the lead of the FVM Developer Experience DX team. So FVM is the Filecoin virtual machine, and you're going to be hearing a lot about that coming up soon. So this is just a quick recap of a Twitch stream that I did. For those that don't know, Twitch is an online streaming platform, and there's a lot of live coding that goes on there. So people will start coding on there. I took the chance to do a demo of deploying a Solidity contract. That's a kind of type of smart contract that you deploy to Ethereum and Ethereum compatible virtual machines onto our new Filecoin Ethereum virtual machine that we are working on. So this is demoing code that had literally been put onto the testnet the day before, right? And so I'm hoping to continue these with these kind of small live streams. They're interactive. People can come in and talk in the chat and discuss kind of as we're going along. But it's a very kind of raw way of kind of seeing how you actually develop things, how you use some of the tools that we create. So that's that. If anybody's interested, for any other ideas to stream on here. So we've got a deep dive from Zondax later on about their assembly script, and I'm hoping to do a similar thing with their assembly script toolkit soon to do a Twitch stream on that. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Amazing work, Matt. Truly differentiated audience you are meeting there. So yeah, great. Storage provider sales kit.
Hi, everybody. I'm Allie Garnett. I'm the content marketing lead for storage providers, and I'm here to introduce the sales kit that we've put together for all storage providers. So this is a collection of assets, including battle cards, email templates, client presentations, FAQs, case studies. We're going to add social media templates, and any storage provider can access them. And there's some of them are templates that can be modified for their own purposes. And we're really excited about this, and we expect that it to have a lot of long-term evergreen value. So I encourage everyone to go to that website that's there, and they can put in their email address, and you will get a Google Drive folder emailed to you where you can start using all these assets. So, you know, we're happy to be launching that. The case study program. We've also launched a case study program to do very deep dives into storage providers to really tell their story, how they do their work, what their challenges and successes are, and their future outlook, and just everything about a storage provider to really shed light on, just to kind of demystify storage providers, not only for other storage providers, but particularly for clients. And so this is a more evergreen content that we can use for a very long term. And I encourage everyone to click on the link here, and they can read our first case study. We have another one coming out next week and another one at the end of the month. So that's it for me. Thank you, guys.
Great. Thank you, Ellie.
One more slide on storage providers, and we'll leave everybody alone. One of the things that we launched early on in the storage provider marketing team is the sp.filecoin.io website. And it's over time has become a great resource for all things storage providers. And one of the things that we're going to be breaking out is going to be the lender information. So we created sp.filecoin.io/lenders for a resource for all our storage providers to be able to find lenders in the Filecoin ecosystem and get the funds they need to continue to run their businesses. So take a moment to take a look at that website. And if you are a lender, please let us know, and we can add a card for you and drive some more business. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to share some updates with you on the data onboarding site revamp. So fun fact, our new content marketer joined recently, Elle, and she told me a really fun thing, which is, as it turns out, a lot of people go to filecoin.io/store thinking it's a merch section of Filecoin. And so as awesome as Filecoin merch is, I think we need to do a better job of actually communicating the value proposition of the product we're building. And so filecoin.io/store is being revamped. We're focused on three things. First, we want to point users to actual products built on the protocol, so really help clients find the right tools that fit their needs. We want to really articulate the value proposition of the protocol and the products that are built on it with case studies and interesting success stories. And finally, we also want to give a sense of how storing data on Filecoin actually works. We don't want to go too deep, but we do need to have people understand how this all actually works under the hood, and have them be convinced of why this is an interesting alternative to all these Web 2 storage and compute alternatives. So we're planning on launching in 3 weeks at Phil Lisbon. What you're seeing here in the mocks is almost final, although there's a lot of work to do here on content. And we're super excited about releasing something that's going to help users actually find better products and make use of our ecosystem to its fullest extent.
Wow, Zhao, this looks absolutely sick. Much needed. Great work. Wow. Fileverse.io, Andreas.
I'm Andreas. I'm the co-founder actually, of Fileverse. Fileverse is what? In just a few words, it's a tool for file sharing and collaboration between addresses. So it's built to be private, easy to use, and on-chain. We took a really bottom-up approach to building this. We made it open source, free, built via donations, completely on Gitcoin and via some grants. And it worked. we started during Gitcoin round 13, which was around April end of this year, and have been in the top 5 projects ever since on the platform. We have 13,000 donors, sorry. And I think that probably the reason why it resonated with so many of the contributors and people in Web3 is something that some of you alluded to in your presentations. There was a bit of a lack of understanding how cool, for example, IPFS is, and the non-financial, non-speculative, non-stressful transactions side of Web3. So to prove that, to kind of bring this to a general audience and also to give better tools to Web3 natives, we started by building the alternative to WeTransfer. So you just upload and share multimedia files. We also encrypt the file, which WeTransfer doesn't do it. And one thing that you can add is then on-chain rules for who can access your files. You can token gate your files. You can even create access tokens, airdrop them to many addresses, ENS addresses on any EVM chain, and get those addresses to join your file collaboration group or just open your file. And you can even create chat rooms and stuff like that on top of it. So this iteration was super successful. We got a huge amount of feedback and contributors and people helping us build this open source tool. And now the new extended version, and I'll stop with that, of Fileverse is going into really becoming fully permissionless and on-chain, meaning that you'll be able to deploy smart contracts for file management. So you can think of it a bit like a Google Drive with on-chain rules to manage access, permissions, and types of collaboration. So I hope you can all give it a go. It's on beta.fileverse.io. I'll link it in the chat.
Thank you, Andreas. Thank you. And I know how hard it is to cut through all of the things on Gitcoin. So yeah, amazing work to making it up. JD.
I'm Mansi and from SuperFunSocial. So basically, we all know that how fast information gets spread through the memes. So like our aim at the SuperFun is to become a creator-owned funny social platform to using like Filecoin and Lens protocol. So here like people can share funny content, memes, and like brands can create Memethon to crowdsource the memes from the best artists. So this is how they can get the work from the best artists, and also best artists get recognition from the brands. And we can see like many brands are using memes to spread the word about their product. So this is our main aim at SuperFunSocial. So currently it's on testnet, and we are going to deploy it on mainnet soon. So we'll share the link in chat. So would like to hear your feedback. So this was all about. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, JD.